You can refine your animations even more by using timing. So if I click on this picture and use this drop-down menu to click timing, there's a few options here that you can use. First of all is the delay. So I can delay the start of this animation. I've got it set to start with previous. Let me change that to start on click. And I can set a delay, to example, for 2 seconds. And if I now click OK, it waits for 2 seconds before beginning. So if we show that in a full slideshow, I click to begin the animation, we wait for 2 seconds, and then the animation begins. Okay, some further options that we have are we can tell it to repeat. By default, this will be set to none, so the effect will just happen once. You can set this to repeat any number of times until the next click or until the end of the slide. If we say until next click, for example, and click slideshow, we begin the animation and the effect is going to carry on indefinitely until we make it stop. So because we've set it to repeat until we click, then it carries on until we click. Okay, the next option is rewind when done playing. Now, we don't want to confuse this option with auto reverse. Auto reverse will actually play the effect in reverse. Rewind when done playing doesn't do that. And just to illustrate, I'm going to move Dooney off the screen, and I'm actually going to remove this effect, and I'm going to add just a simple motion path to the right. Okay, so he comes in from the right. So let's just increase the size of this motion path, and if I go to timing here and hit rewind when done playing, all you're going to see happen is that after the object has moved to the end of the motion path and the effect is finished, it will go back to the state that it began in. And that's what they mean by rewind when done playing. So you don't actually see it go back, it simply goes back. So there he comes in and immediately returns to his initial position. If we turn that option off, the object will stay where it ends up at the end of the animation. So there, and just remains in place. One more thing to note is triggers. By default, it is set to animate as part of a click sequence. So when you simply click anywhere in the slide, if your effects are set to start on click, then they'll start. In the next movie, we're going to talk about how you can use triggers so that I could, for example, set this picture to react to my clicking this specific link.